The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the News Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here. Ed and Dave with you. Back with another flashback show. We're going back in time to a year in the past where we take a look at the films, TV, and songs from a year.
I need the year to come up.
From 1990 this time. Now, I don't know, you're doing that. Well, did you see we have a new time warp effect where balls don't appear?
Oh, what appears?
We go into a warp, kind of a time warp thing, which uses less megabytes on the computer and is easier to edit.
So that was just wasted effort.
Well, it's still, you're ushering us into the time warp, which is happening.
Should I do it like this?
Yes, that'll work better. So 1990, what's going on here in our time?
We were 28.
Well, which president was in here? Do we know?
Pre-Clinton, right?
I think so. Was this was Bush, right?
Could have been.
Bush 1. That was 88 to 92.
I believe so.
I think, yeah.
And then it was Clinton.
Yeah. But here we're in 1990. What kind of films were we going out to see at this time?
Bad ones, generally. Let's start with our top 10 films of 1990. Number 10, Kindergarten Cop.
That was okay.
Moderately entertaining.
It's not a tumor.
Schwarzenegger.
Right, the big line?
Yeah, maybe you have a tumor. It's not a tumor. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 9. Yeah,
that was the live action one. I think Corey Feldman did a voice of one of them. I think the surfer guy. Apparently people liked it. There was 3 of those.
Oh, well, the kids probably loved them.
Yeah.
Number 8, Harrison Ford film, Presumed Innocent?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember there was kind of a graphic love scene in there.
Was there?
I think we went between the legs with the clue. I think it was a little I think, not that the scene was so graphic because we had just seen Indiana Jones the year before.
Uh-huh.
And now he's gone, ooh. I think he was married and it was an affair or something. What's the name of this one?
Presumed Innocent.
Yeah, and then she was murdered or something, I think. I should go back and watch this and see if that scene is what I'm recalling in my mind. It's very graphic for Harrison.
Number 7, Die Hard 2. What was this one?
This one was at the airports, and there were terrorists at the airports. I'll have to watch this one again. This was pretty good. The thing I remember is it was winter. I think it was Christmas again, and he was fighting somebody. He took an icicle and put it right in the guy's eye.
Oh! Ooh.
But this one was pretty good.
I don't recall. I mean, I've seen them. I think I've seen them all. Number 6, Back to the Future, Part 3.
Part 3.
Was this the Old West?
The Old West one, which was a year after the other one. They shot them both at the same time.
Yes, they did.
And I hope Christopher Lloyd is all right because he was at that Chiller show. And I looked up his age. I forget now.
This guy like 75, 76?
Yeah. He shouldn't, whoever his handlers are, he shouldn't be out at these Chiller shows where there's no mask and no plastic partitions to get your picture taken with him. Yeah, I think the video I saw was by a couple of special people were shooting the video, and they got up.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. They were right up to him, talking to him, telling him they were big fans or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yelling at him, capacitor, flux capacitor. You can't be yelling that. You don't know who was. Might be special, might be not special, but you don't know who's there and what they're going to be doing. Yeah. And I didn't see any security around either.
There needs to be security. I'll tell you what. Dave Chappelle gets attacked on stage, and you got these yahoos running around, coming right up to you, doing whatever. What if they carrying a weapon of some sort? What if they have their own version of a flux capacitor? You don't know. Stay away. Stay away. Stay in your Pope mobile with the glass enclosures that's bulletproof. And if someone wants to shake your hand, you just kind of go over the top. But that's what you do. Stay away from people. Yeah. People are crazy.
Yeah, stay in your house.
Well, but I get it. But yeah. Don't people. Number 5. Total Recall. With a nice little fight scene with Sharon Stone.
Yeah, there was that. A lot of stuff in there. The alien with the 3 bosoms.
Yeah.
We remember there was a little person in there. Hooker, I think she was. A little hooker. And, of course, the classic scene where the two of them, Arnold and the girl, are expelled onto Mars surfing, which we recreated on our show.
With Bill?
With Bill Levy.
Yeah.
And we used the ping pong balls for eyes because his eyes were starting to pop out. And we go, if I can find it, here it is.
That was good. I can't breathe.
I feel
good. Bill was really good with that. He went nuts. I think he lost an eye.
Yeah. I'll try and find that for here. That was a funny scene from our 1990 show.
Number 4, Dances with Wolves, the 2.5-hour Kevin Costner Western epic, which was good.
I think I had a pass for that, and I went to sneak into Rocky V, which was not a great idea.
Yeah.
But, 3 hours. I don't usually go for the 3-hour films.
Well, this was, I think, 2.5, maybe 2:40, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Number 3, Pretty Woman, which was, I like that movie.
Yeah.
Entertaining. Innocuous, brainless hour and a half of entertainment.
Yeah. Jason Alexander was in there.
Yeah. Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Number 2, never saw this, Home Alone. Have you seen this film?
I want to say not the entire thing, but probably all of it in various sittings.
Okay. Number 1, I hate this movie, Ghost.
Yeah, that was good.
No, it was not.
I want to say, I always thought it was Louise Guzman was the guy.
Yes.
But I guess it's not, no.
Isn't he the one who gets hit by the car?
Yes.
But there's where he lands and where the next scene picks up, or he's in a different position.
Right.
Like either under the car and then on the hood of the car.
Yeah, there was a continuity error there.
Yeah, okay.
As the shadow ghosts would come up. Ooh. Ghosts coming in. I should watch that again. Of course, the classic clay scene where they are.
Yeah. Great. That's the
number 1
that's
for the
number 1 film of 1990. The top 10 movies. Any honorable mentions?
I have a few here.
I will take a sip of my unknown beverage.
Not the space soda you had earlier,
which you
said tasted like marshmallows.
Yeah,
and not outer space. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh, that was okay. I've seen that.
Yeah, that was low budget but effective.
Yes.
Chiller with Michael Rooker, who would later be Merle on The Walking Dead. Tremors.
Oh, very good. Very good film. Good comedy, horror film. We mentioned in the last show, Fred Ward, who was one of the stars with Kevin Bacon, passed away. But yeah, very good, entertaining film.
Hard to Kill.
Steven Seagal is hard to kill. Steven Seagal is out for justice. Steven Seagal is a horrible actor.
You said out for justice.
Oh yeah, what is it?
What was the other thing he was out for? Because that comes out later in the year.
I don't know what he's.
He was Marked for Death.
Marked for Death
was another one. That was in the later in the year.
Yeah. Steven Seagal is whatever the title of the film is.
Nightbreed.
Vampire bats.
That was Clyde Barker.
Oh, okay.
It was a bunch of odd creatures.
Was Robert Foxworth in that? Robert Fox?
No, you're thinking of something else with bats, I think.
Okay, then I
Nightwing, I think you're thinking of.
I stand, or in this case sit, corrected.
The Hunt for Red October.
Excellent film. Sam Neill would have loved to have seen Montana.
Remember that had a great transition scene where they were speaking Russian and the camera comes in and subtitles and then they come out and it's English.
As the camera acts as your translator.
The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover.
And Helen Mirren nude.
You mentioned the other film that was NC-17 from the
Henry and June.
Yeah, this was NC-17. And I said we should go out and see that. This is a first of its kind. It's an NC-17 rating, which was kind of X, but they wanted people to see it, these art films.
Where did we see this? Spectrum?
At the Spectrum.
Okay.
Wasn't a good place to bring our dates.
Did we have dates?
We had the dates.
Did we go with our dates?
Yes.
Who were our dates?
My current wife and your ex-wife.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And they didn't enjoy it either. They didn't even enjoy the cooked wiener. Remember the man was cooked and his wiener was there cooked. Wasn't a great film, but we had to see it as film students.
Oh, okay.
I think Henry and June would have been the better film. There's apparently a lot of nudity in that one.
Is this where... when we made our own films and you had the killer, what was it? The killer ape thing?
Right.
Is that where you got your inspiration for your clay model?
I want to say yes because it was about the same time. It might have been slightly before and I just needed to make the thing accurate. It was my Night Stalker version of the Shockers films.
Yes, okay.
And there was a little prehistoric man I made out of clay, and I said, well, they never show there's always hair or a loincloth. I'm going to depict the penis, and there it was in clay. You got to make it real. I don't know if I can find a picture of that, but there it is.
No, I want to study this here. But it's getting too big. You don't know what this thing is going to turn into. And from the samples, I can tell it's a primate family. And I think this could be the missing link. We should let somebody know about this. I'll let you have the story because I owe you one. But don't you want to see what this is and study it before those pinheads at the university get their hands on it?
Frankenhooker.
I remember this. I don't think I've seen this film, but I know of it.
That was out in the theaters, but when you remember from Blockbuster. Frankenhooker. Dick Tracy.
Oh, that was awful.
This was right after Batman, and they went to the comic books again. This was Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty, Madonna, Al Pacino. But it had a lot of stars in it.
Yeah, all in the makeup, the villain makeup. I think Dustin Hoffman was the funniest.
Oh, Mumbled, right?
Mumbles, yeah. And it did look good because it was very bright colors, like the comic.
It was comic-y, comic book-like.
Yeah. Gremlins 2.
Never saw the first Gremlins.
That's right. We found that out. Yeah, Gremlins 2 is fun. That's way over the top, though. And RoboCop 2, we were mentioning, he was in it at least.
Peter Weller did do the second one, but it was terrible.
And we were talking about the Cosby. Was that this show? I forget.
No, last show.
Okay, but Bill Cosby, remember there was a scene in the show where he had a special barbecue sauce. So here was a film, Ghost Dad.
Oh, yes.
Which bombed. But it might be entertaining now, and we better look at all these old films and see if there were special concoctions the characters were making out to knock people out. Darkman.
Good movie.
That was Sam Raimi. It was an early
Liam Neeson. Yeah, that was a good movie. Isn't that based on a comic book?
I don't think it was.
No?
No, he made it up, but right after Batman. It was in the Batman vein, but it was Sam Raimi.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Who
would go on to do the Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. And we said Marked for Death.
Yep. Steven Seagal is.
I don't know how we ran across this. It was from a trailer. We didn't see it in the theater, but I think we saw it on video. SHAKMA.
SHAKMA, shocking audiences everywhere. Starring two-time, what was it? Theater Owner Award winner Christopher Atkins. SHAKMA!
I have the trailer, so we'll take a look at a little of that.
Starring Christopher Atkins, two-time recipient of the National Association of Theater Owners Star of the Year Award. First for Blue Lagoon, now for SHAKMA. Also starring Amanda Wyss of Silverado and Nightmare on Elm Street. Ari Myers from TV's Kate and Alley, featuring Roddy McDowell as Professor Sorensen. And SHAKMA, shocking audiences everywhere. SHAKMA!
I may have seen this somewhere. At some point, I may have found it and watched it.
Uh-huh. It was okay low budget. It was a monkey running around. There was a fair amount of blood and brain surgery.
I like my giant monkeys.
Yeah. And Graveyard Shift. Do you remember we used to make fun of the monster in that? It was a bat-rat creature. It was down in the mines or something. We had fun with that at the time, I recall. Okay, the clock's moving. I just wanted to make sure. The Hot Spot.
Oh, Jennifer Connelly's upper torso exposed.
Yes, the most perfect bosoms you'll ever see on screen.
Oh my God. I fell in love with her in that film.
Yeah, and there was some other woman with her, but we don't really pay attention to that.
Those are as symmetrical as you will ever find.
Right.
Wow. Wow. Let me say it again. Wow.
And very young at the time. Maybe, I would say 20.
Right. She's on my Jennifer list.
The good Jennifers.
Yeah, the Jennifers.
Who's your good Jennifers?
Well, you got the Jennifer Aniston, the Jennifer Lopez, the Jennifer Connelly, the Jennifer Lawrence. Did I say her?
Yeah.
Who else is there? There's another Jennifer.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's 5 Jennifers. But, you know, if you just think of a Jennifer.
Edward Scissorhands was out.
That was good.
That was a good movie.
Was that Vincent Price's last film?
Yes. He was the creator of Johnny Depp.
Yes.
His hands.
Which apparently now is a missing piece of a finger.
Right. It wasn't the Scissorhands that did it.
No.
It was what's her name? Amber Heard. I mentioned Rocky V.
You did.
I went to see that. Godfather 3. A lot of iffy sequels this year. Godfather 3, which they fixed. Apparently, a new edit is out. The Death of Michael Corleone, they're calling this.
Have you ever seen the documentary I Knew It Was You?
No.
Which is about... all of a sudden I lost his name.
Godfather?
John Cazale.
Oh!
He played Fredo.
Yes. You always mention him when something pops up.
About how he only made 5 films.
Yeah.
And all 5 were nominated for Best Movie, and a couple of them won. But how he just is overlooked as one of the great actors of our time, or that time. But
we always mention him here when the Godfathers.
Dog Day Afternoon, Godfather Part 2. Conversation, Deer Hunter. Deer Hunter actually made while he knew he was dying.
Oh.
And they were not going to put him in the film because the insurance companies were like, we can't afford to pay for this guy in case he drops dead during filming. Then we got to reshoot everything. But apparently De Niro put up his money to make sure that Cazale was in that film.
Huh. Was he in it a lot? I've never seen that.
He was one of the main guys. I think it was Christopher Walken, John Cazale, Robert De Niro, and John Savage were like the 4 main guys. Meryl Streep was also in it. Meryl Streep, of course, was John Cazale's woman. They were together till his passing.
Oh. And one more bad sequel, Leatherface.
Ooh!
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I don't remember anything about this one. Remember the second one was the Battle of the Chainsaws, where Dennis Hopper was fighting him with a chainsaw. It was out of control, but I don't remember anything about this one.
Neither do I.
Okay, let's move on to our songs. Were the songs good in 90? They were starting to slip, right here?
There's a couple of ones that I like.
Okay.
But here we go. The top 10 songs. Number 10, Blaze of Glory, John Bon Jovi. By the way, I've been reading some reviews. Bon Jovi's been going out on a concert tour, and they've been saying his voice is shot.
Oh, no.
The man cannot. They've changed the keys of the songs so that he can at least sort of sing them, but they said his voice is horrible.
Huh.
But he's the number 10 from 1990. Number 9, Cradle of Love, Billy Idol.
Usually when I'm putting these lists together and I see the songs, I'll pop them on the YouTube.
Yeah.
This was the only one I popped on for the 1990.
Really? Okay.
Rock the Cradle of Love. That's the only one I really like from 1990.
Number 8, Hold On and Vogue.
Okay.
Don't know that one. Number 7, Another Day in Paradise, Phil Collins.
A lot of slow ones, not the best of these bands.
Right.
Bon Jovi and...
Number 6, I believe this is Mariah Carey's first song, Vision of Love.
Another slow one. I guess we were being put to sleep with the music in 90 here.
Number 5, Vogue from Madonna.
Okay, that one's good. That's a peppy number.
That's how I would describe it. It's peppy.
And it has a big video, too, with the cone bra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 4, Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe.
Poison. This was the New Jack Swing era, I think it was called.
Number 3, Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor.
Very slow but good remake of Prince song.
Number 2, It Must Have Been Love, Roxette. I like that
It's
one.
over. Yeah, that was all over in the summer, I believe.
And the number 1 song in 1990, Hold On by Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
I believe they're, what are they, a combination of Beach Boy offspring and Mama and Papa offspring.
Yeah.
I believe.
That was a good song. That was a little lower, but...
Yeah, they were basically one-hit wonders. I think they were around for a few short years.
Now what is she doing there? She's on a commercial I see all the time playing Cotton.
Yeah.
Is it a Cotton commercial?
I don't
She's
know.
on Cotton. She got behind the piano because I guess she gained some weight back. Remember she lost a lot of weight?
She did.
And I believe
That's
she was
Wilson, right? Is that the Wilson one?
or
Or the Phillips one?
I think it's a Phillips one, maybe.
No, China.
No?
I think it's China Phillips.
China Phillips
is the blonde.
Yeah.
I think the redhead is one of the Wilsons. I think there were 2 Wilsons.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Who was the one behind the piano in the Cotton Ads?
I
believe she was in Playboy. Yeah, we'll see if when she lost all the weight there.
honorable songs?
Yeah, maybe there were some good ones just outside the top 10.
Okay, go ahead.
Do Me.
Oh!
Belle Biv DeVoe. Do you remember this one?
No.
You can do me in the morning, you can do me in the night. It was a catchy song. Pump Up the Jam. Technotronic. Pump. These are the ones it was like jock rock. Pump Up the Jam and during the basketball game.
Oh, okay.
The Power. Snap. I got the power.
Oh, okay.
Do. It was kind of funky there, I guess. I got the power. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. Seduction. There was 2 of these It Takes 2 songs, and this was the Seduction one.
I would rather watch Hump Bang than listen to these songs.
Yeah. None of the... Usually when we do 70s or 80s, I play all the music. Oh, yeah, that's a good song. I'll put that on. None of these made me want to go back and listen to them. Step by Step. New Kids on the Block. Remember they was doing their little jive song and they're swinging their feet around step by step. The girls loved them, though.
Oh,
New Kids on... Who was in New Kids on the Block? Was that... Donnie, who's on the Blue Bloods now, was he in that one?
That could be. I don't know.
We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh, I know this one.
Which wasn't a great
Is that
song.
Billy Joel?
Yeah. Remember he was running down the history of
or as
everything?
they say in Ireland, Billy Joel.
Is that what they say?
Yes, yeah.
Psycho was mentioned in there at least, and a couple of strings from Psycho. Well, you learn something in that one. You don't learn anything from songs anymore. We looked up what Children of Thalidomide were.
Oh, yeah.
See what's going on there. Rhythm Nation.
Sounds familiar.
Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Rome. B-52s. Now this one charted higher than the other one.
What, the Love Shack?
Love Shack was 78 and Rome was 40.
I think they're out on a farewell tour as well.
They're on the farewell tour and they were on a late night show.
Were they?
And it was the two girls still trying to fit into their 1990 costumes. And it's a surprise when you see. You remember them singing along in the car in the video.
Yeah.
And now you couldn't fit in the back seat of the car.
I shouldn't laugh. I can't either.
But still sang pretty well.
Okay.
Love Shack. He wasn't singing in 1990 really. Love Shack Baby. Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, Vanilla Ice, yeah.
His one song, which was kind of stolen from
Queen, wasn't it?
Under Pressure, yeah.
Queen and Bowie, yeah.
And You Can't Touch This.
Oh, Hammer.
Yeah. If you didn't remember it from 1990, you remember it from the Scotch tape ads,
commercials,
things. And one more, the Humpty Dance.
Ooh, the Humpty Dance.
Digital Underground. Do the Humpty Hump.
All right, we got to rifle through these.
Yeah, it's usually we get down to the last 5 minutes when we get to the TV, but it's one.
And these are all crappy shows. But here we go. Top 10 1990 TV shows. Number 10, The Golden Girls.
Okay, it's very popular today.
Are they all gone?
They're all gone now. That's a shame.
Number 9.
Even B. Arthur.
Oh, here we go. Number 9, Monday Night Football, which now is on Saturday night, Sunday night, Thursday night. Number 8, America's Funniest Home Videos. Still on, isn't it?
Still on. We had Bob Saget.
Yes.
Then we had the Dancing with the Stars guy.
Bergeron.
And now we have the guy who
Ribeiro?
was on Dancing with the Stars and got this job from that.
Oh, it's not Alphonse Ribeiro,
Yes,
is it? From
yeah.
Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Empty Nest.
Christy McNichol was in that one.
Yes. Richard Mulligan.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Number 6, Murphy Brown. Never watched Murphy Brown.
No, I didn't. That didn't appeal to me, but it was very popular. And they brought it back, didn't they? And it didn't work that well.
Yes. Number 5, The Cosby Show.
Oh, that doesn't age well. But Bill has a special barbecue sauce to get everybody excited.
Bill's Elixir. Number 4, A Different World. A spin-off, I believe, of in ways of The Cosby Show.
Yeah, she only lasted 1 year.
Yeah.
What's her name? Lisa Bonet.
Yep.
And I remember she was pregnant. And Bill didn't want Denise Huxtable to appear pregnant.
That's because Bill Cosby has morals.
Right. That's what he said.
Number 3, Roseanne.
Okay. Popular. I forget when that was. This the middle of the run or the end? I forget when it was on. Maybe the middle.
I didn't watch it.
But very popular and revived.
And it's still going.
Still going and
Without
renewed
Roseanne.
for next year.
Number 2, 60 Minutes.
Oh.
It's been on the air forever.
I wonder if it's... I gotta check a recent rundown of the TV and see if it's still in there.
I don't think it is.
It's still popular, though.
But I don't know if it's a top 10, top 20 show. And number 1 show, 1990, Cheers.
Oh, it must have been near the end, I think.
I never
of the
watched
run.
Cheers. I never watched most of these shows.
Yeah, 90 wasn't great here so far. It's not looking good. The 80s weren't all that great.
I mean, I may have watched Monday Night Football when the Minnesota Vikings were on.
Huh?
But there you go.
Nothing here that I was watching a lot of.
There you have it, folks.
We have done 1960 through 1989.
Okay.
So as we go forward, we're taping 90s and maybe 2000s. Probably the next taping when we won't have a special show. Oh, the later years, which were not the best of years for movies and TV. But we'll see. Maybe there's some good ones in there. And we will find out next time on the New Media Zone.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.